Hello and welcome to Southwest Virginia Virtual Tours. I'm your host Chad Thompson, and each week I'm going to be inviting you to visit with me a new location in Southwest Virginia from the comfort of your home right here on YouTube. We're going to explore many of the things that Southwest Virginia has to offer, from food and dining to small towns, businesses, and the good old outdoors. For today's first episode, we're going to be hitting up the Salt Trail over in Glade Spring, Virginia, one of my personal favorite trails because it's right in my backyard. This is a fairly easy trail with very minimal inclines whatsoever, and it's enjoyable by hikers, bikers, runners, and just about anyone else. You can also bring your pets with you, just be sure to have a leash for them. And along the way today, I want to tell you some of my favorite parts about the trail, kind of showcase some of the sights and sounds that you might experience along the way, and give you some more knowledge of this hidden little gem in a small community of Glade Spring, Virginia. All right, so we've made it to the trail, and what we're going to do, I'm going to do a couple of different little directions to go on this. I'm not actually going to go all the way out to Saltville. I believe it's a little over 8 miles, but in the voiceover, I'll try to get you some more factual information about this particular trail. There's only about a couple of other cars here today, so not a whole lot of foot traffic, and that's one thing that I do enjoy a lot about this trail, which things could change after this video coming out, but I do like a little bit more the isolation and seclusion. It's a great place to go and clear your head and get some good vitamin D and just kind of avoid the larger crowds that you see on a lot of other trails. But if you do enjoy meeting more people when we get to more social times like that, definitely check out many of the other trails we have to offer. But this one's only about a 5-minute drive from my house, so it's super easy to get to, and that's one of the main reasons that I love it. But let's go take in some vitamin D and enjoy this beautiful day in Southwest Virginia. So here from the trailhead in the main parking area, you can see that it's a pretty simple little spot here. There's not a ton of parking, so be mindful that if you do go during more high occupancy hours, there might be a little bit harder of a time to find a parking spot, but for the most part, I've never really had that problem. You can see that the landscape here is absolutely gorgeous. This time of year and into the fall and even the early parts of spring when the flowers start to bloom, it's truly beautiful. So what we're going to do here is just continue walking up the trail, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. Now, when you first get to the top of the path, you have two ways to choose from. To your right and on out that way will get you on out to Saltville. You get to see some cool stuff along the way, just some beautiful landscapes and farmlands, and you do go by quite a few houses, so just be mindful of all that. And if you go out to the left, this actually dead ends not too far out there. I think all the way down and back is roughly about a half mile or so. But again, you'll get to see some farmlands and just some really nice spaces out that way. You will encounter some wildlife on the trail, lots of birds, as you can probably hear. I've seen squirrels and chipmunks, and of course, I don't know if you can really tell, but right on the other side of this kind of shrubbery here, there's a lot of cattle. Sometimes they'll get excited and they like to come over towards the fences and just kind of say hello. I try not to mess with them because, I mean, again, these cattle belong to somebody else, but, you know, they're fun to look at and kind of talk to. They'll kind of give you a glance back and just wonder if you've got some food on you or something. But I want to start by walking out this way. This is one of my favorite ways to go because it's one of the least traveled parts of the trail from what I've seen. So I'm going to get quiet for just a little bit and just let you soak in some of the sounds of this beautiful place. And while we're out here, I thought I might mention that I am wearing the West Virginia hat as well as a shirt. Both of these were made by the Wentz Company. They are available at the Cultural Center in Abingdon, Virginia. If you'd like to know more about those, then you can give us a call. I'll provide all the links for that information in the description box below. But just know that we have some really stellar merchandise that really accents Southwest Virginia, and I don't know, I personally love it. It's super comfortable, it's super great, and if you are interested in it, be sure to check the links below to check it out. You can see here that it is a pretty leveled out trail. There's not much incline at all. Now going back the other way, if you're coming back from Saltville to Glade, especially if you're on a bike, you'll really start to feel a slight incline. Nothing too major. I would say beginners and intermediates can handle this trail really, really well. We're heading back towards the parking lot, which you can see right over there. We're actually going to be going straight down that way. I don't know if you can see that biker or not, but that's where we're headed to. And then you have a couple little openings within the trees here, so you can just see that beautiful landscape and some of the farmlands that we have around here. I'm really just enjoying listening to the wind going through the leaves and all the birds kind of talking and singing amongst themselves. It's one of the things I love about this. You get to really soak in all those sounds. I mean, it is kind of unfortunate a little bit that the road's out here and occasionally you hear some cars passing by, but for the most part, it's just all about nature. Now it's not a typical time that I would regularly be coming out to the trail. It is about noon right now, so the sun's straight up in the sky and it's getting pretty warm, and I probably shouldn't have wore this thicker shirt. But some of my favorite times to come out to the trail are really early in the morning, maybe about the first hour or two from sunrise to when it's coming up and everything's all nice and gold and pretty, and also about the last hour to two before sunset. In the photography world, we refer to that as the golden hours, and that's when everything's just very majestic and very beautiful. It's a pristine time for taking photographs or even doing video, so it's something to think about the next time you want to go out and capture some beautiful photos. All right, and we've reached our stopping point for today. Maybe the next time we come out here, I can come back out on my bike and we can make this a little bit longer of a journey, show you some more of the trail, and get on the bike. But if you did like this video, be sure to let us know in the comment section below. And this is a brand new thing I'm just kind of experimenting with right now, and I would love to take you on more adventures to more locations as places start to open up and we're able to do that. But hope y'all liked this video today. If you did, be sure to let us know in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time.